Season 8 then of Rupel Boom or Bust begins today as we start our Champions League journey. Last season was our first season in Europe. Last season was our first time at being crowned champions of Belgium. Can we do it again for a second season in a row? And can we just put on a decent performance in the Champions League? That's all I'm hoping for. Hello and welcome back to Rupel Boom or Bust. That is right, it is Season 8, and if you are new here and you haven't watched any of the first 7 seasons, don't worry, because in theory you should be able to pick up from where we are right now. Also, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that as well. Let's just jump straight into the episode. I will never tire of seeing this league table here. Last episode was the first time that we ever won the Jupiler Pro League. Hopefully it's not going to be the last time. We have taken literally just 7 seasons to get from the 3rd tier in Belgium all the way up to being champions of Belgium. We arguably could have been here a bit sooner as well if we just didn't balls up the championship group phase that we always seem to do. So today we're going to be playing the Super Cup against Club Brugge because we won the Croquis Cup, and if we didn't win the Croquis Cup, we'd be playing the winners of that basically. So yeah, that's going to be a fun match. But first, let's talk about some transfers. Now, quite a lot of these I think I mentioned in the last episode. I'm pretty sure I mentioned quite a few of these in the last episode. We have done some business. We spent £10.5 million. We've actually got rid of £1.9 million. And there's one player who I'm just going to click on straight away and kind of show you that we ballsed up signing him. It is Serjan. He's going to be leaving the club. We signed him on a free transfer and I've realised he's not good enough. So we are shipping him on almost immediately for £575,000, which is arguably a decent bit of business from us there. We're going to make some profit. Leaving the club then, other than Serjan obviously, on permanent deals, we have a young goalkeeper Francis Origi. He has left to go to Getafe. We've also got rid of Andres Maturana, another young goalkeeper, this time going to Groningen. We've got rid of Arnaud Facon to Varzim, who I think might be Portuguese. Aldrich Varel also leaving the club. Willy Mommers as well, who I think wasn't the best signing. He looked good, but he was never improving, so we got rid of him. We've also got rid of Jonathan Travis, the American right back, I think, or left back, and Angelo Espinosa, who we signed at the end or midway through last season, didn't really play a lot. And then also you can see a whole load of loan deals. Jaramillo, Hunter, Gildo. We've also got Sepulveda, who really should be starting to play for us sooner rather than later. Fabio Bernard, Gnehi, Bru, and Gaga Archvadze all leaving the club on various loan deals. Joining the club then, you can see the name there. We're going to start on the first one. It's Mauro Acosta, the biggest transfer that I think we've ever done. £6.5 million for a goalkeeper who probably, he's our number 1. I was expecting to get rid of Torres, and Torres is still here. Mauro Acosta is 19 years old. He's cost a lot of money. He's also very good in my opinion, and I think he's only going to get better. 5-star potential. He is a Wonderkid as well. There's not really a lot more I can say about him other than just look at his attributes. He's got 10 free kick taken. Have we just got ourselves a goalkeeper who's going to take free kicks? We might have, you know. And we've also signed another goalkeeper. We've got 3 very good, effectively first-choice goalkeepers. Davies Mwepu is a Zambian and South African signed from Cape Town City. When I saw him, I went, I want him in the club as well. So we've brought him in. He's cost £350,000, and he's on a star player contract, which he is not going to be a star player. He might not even make the bench. Might try and loan out Mwepu. In fact, we are going to stick him on the loan list now and hope for the best. Let's don't try and persuade him. Let's just hope for the best. We've also signed Rayed Talbi from Lyon. He's coming on a free transfer, out of contract at the end of the season. I brought him in for one reason, and that is the fact that he can actually finish. We have very few strikers who we're finishing higher than about 11, so Talbi's finishing of 15 is pretty good. He's going to be on the bench for the most part, but hopefully we'll get a fair bit of football out of Rayed. Another young player to join the club is Swedish central defender Kim Wallentin. He has cost, I can't remember, £600,000, £400,000 from IFK Norrköping, a team that we actually played last season to get into the Europa League. And yeah, I think he's good. He's got 5-star potential, apparently 2-star current ability. Probably going to be sat in the under-21s, maybe even under-19s for the season, just to get a little bit of experience. But I think we might have ourselves another good one here. Sibusiso Mafuti is next up. He's a 21-year-old South African central midfielder signed from Mamelodi Sundowns. And he's good, isn't he? I think he's very, very good. And he's only in as a fringe player. As a DLP on support, which is where we're going to probably be applying him, he's got some very good attributes there. 17 first touch and 16 passing is spot on, in my opinion. just 21 years old as well, so plenty of time to develop. He is fickle. I don't know what that means. He does like to try killer balls often, which I'm hoping is a good thing for a deep line playmaker on support. So yeah, I think Mafuti could be a very good signing for us. He's come in for £550,000, potentially going up to 625. And another player who is also very, very good, and arguably I'm saving the best till last here, is George Radakovic. He's a 21-year-old Serbian central midfielder signed from Red Star, already with one cap to his name, and very similar to the previous player, Sibusisu. I've already forgotten how to say his last name. I think he's got some very good attributes for a DLP on support. He's probably going to be our first choice player. He's probably going to be getting in there ahead of Sibusisu, but I think There's place for everyone in our squad. There's places for everybody in our team. We've still got quite a lot of players to sort of shift on. So you can see obviously the loans and the sales that have gone on there. If we have a look at our first team, there's a scroll bar. I don't like having a scroll bar. So if we sort by goalkeepers, as I mentioned, we've got 3 goalkeepers, Torres, Mwepu and Acosta. If we can loan out Mwepu, that would be great. If we can sell Torres, that would also be pretty good in my opinion, if we can get anywhere near his £8 million valuation. Central defenders, we have, actually let's sort it this way, that sorts it better. So central defenders, we have Gabbia, Stedman, Sio, Fulgencio, Christensen. Those are our defenders. That's kind of, I want to keep all of them. I don't plan on loaning any of them out. It's going to be Gabbia and Sio mainly as our centre-backs, but Christensen, I think, could be on the verge of breaking into the first team, so we're going to keep him probably on the bench and maybe get him a few games every now and then. Full-back positions, on the right, we've got Dehaney Ferreira and Jose Luis. On the left, it is the left, isn't it? It's Antwi, Jordan Lukaku and Richard Gonzalez is the other option. Obviously, we loaned out Jaramillo. In the middle of the pitch, Patino, Radakovic, Mafuti. These are the DLPs, although I'm training him up as a box-to-box for some reason. La Rosa, Bob Linden Peters and Nguyen Trong Dat are all there. So if you actually look, that's quite a few central midfielders. We've got 7. So one of them arguably needs to go out on loan or maybe on a permanent deal. Maybe Nguyen he's wanted by both of the Milan sides. That's not happening. Moving further up the pitch onto the wing positions, we've got Montero, we've got Piazza. Obviously, Serjan will be leaving. Perez, Victor, Androzinho, Jerome Thomas, Alonso Juarez, all as our supporting our wingers, basically, on either flank. And then we've got up front Talbi, Faye, Bakayoko, and Comlan Diallo. So I think we've got a good squad. We're probably a little bit too heavy. We've maybe got, I'd say, 3 or 4 players that I could do with loaning out across the board. But hopefully, this is the business. We've still got some money to spend. £1.2 million is not a lot, but I genuinely don't think we need to do too much business. We need to have a couple of seasons where we're just building on what we've got. We've got a lot of young players. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to be good, and they're not necessarily good at the moment. We just need time for them to develop. Christensen is a prime example of that. And we're also in a bit of a strange situation where the Super Cup takes place about 3 weeks before the season begins. So we're actually halfway through pre-season. We have played Botev Plovdiv, who, if you've been around for a long time, you will know that I did a save with Botev Plovdiv. FM19, 18 possibly with Botev Plovdiv. We've also got ourselves a friendly against Arsenal as well, which is the other save that is currently going on. It's almost finished. If you're not watching that, why not go watch that? It's actually a very good save. So yeah, we've kind of bookended our pre-season with 2 teams that I've managed on YouTube saves. We're going to be going forward then to Club Brugge in the Super Cup. I'm not expecting much, but hopefully they play a bunch of children. If I literally hit continue, we would have sold Serjan. So Serjan's definitely gone now. Dinamo Bucharest, back to his native Romania. He was never going to be good enough for us. So I guess this is the chance for another trophy. Although, do Super Cups really count as trophies? I don't think they do they? But anyway, we are going reasonably full strength. We've got a couple of sort of, not question marks, but a couple of players in there who aren't going to be normally starting, but I'm going to give them a start today. Acosta will be our goalkeeper. Jose Luis will be our right back with Gabbia, Christensen and Antwi in defence. The midfield will be Charlie Patino and Radakovic. It's going to be Montero and Juarez on the wings. And Mohamed Faye and Mohamed Bakayoko will be our strikers. Eagle-eyed of you will have spotted there is a little bid sign next to Torres. Sheffield United have bid about £16 million in total for Torres. He's not going to go. Do you know why? Because we're in the Champions League and Sheffield United aren't. He's going to soon realise that he's not going to be playing because Acosta will be. We've also got on the bench, we have Sio, La Rosa, Piazza, Stedman, Victor and Talbi are all on the bench. We've got another bit of transfer business to talk about, but we'll talk about that after the match. Don't worry, it's nobody joining the club, it's somebody leaving. At some point during this match, you may well see a free kick from Acosta, our goalkeeper. I have set him up to be our number 2 free kick taker behind Nguyen. So, because Nguyen isn't playing, Acosta will be taking any free kicks on the left-hand side of the pitch at the very least. Are we at home? Are we playing at home for this match? It looks like we might be, you know. Are Club Brugge playing a full-strength side? I honestly don't know. They're playing some named players that I recognise, like Kasunu and Di Ketelere. I do know those players, so maybe they probably are playing full-strength. They don't have their number 1 keeper in goal, though. 20 minutes on the clock. De Smet loses out. Radakovic gets it to Juarez and all the way back to the Argentine goalkeeper, our record-signing Argentine goalkeeper. Gabbia has this in the penalty area. Runs it forward. Goes back once again to Acosta. Just kick it long, buddy. He's got Christensen off to his left. He's got Gabbia to his right. Does use the... I was going to say aging. Is he aging? He's like 28. Maybe he is aging. Montero's going to run with this. Back to Gabbia again. Slow build then. This is what seems to be going on here. We're doing a bit of a slow build. Gabbia and Patino now. Matteo Gabbia's pass accuracy is spot on. What a ball that is from Charlie Patino. Faye's in on goal and an absolute rocket from Mohamed Faye. 20 minutes on the clock. 1-0 up against Club Brugge in the Super Cup. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come for the rest of the season. This ball from Patino was inch perfect, wasn't it? The control from Faye, the finish as well. Everything about that goal was actually really bloody good. Free kick for Club Brugge. It's towards Acosta. It was going off, mate. You didn't need to do that dive, but you did it anyway. He's going to kick it long. He's kicked it up and long eventually. It's Bakayoko flicks the head on. He's M. Bakayoko. Does that mean there's another Bakayoko playing somewhere, maybe... possibly for Club Brugge, because we certainly haven't got ourselves another Bakayoko. It's all the way back to Andrada. Who's closing that down? I think it might have been Patino. It's a header forward from Luis, but it's going to come straight back towards us. Correa is going to run. The false 9, I think, is what he's playing as at the moment for Brugge. Off to the right-hand side. Morcillo finds Dumont, the fullback. Is he going to cross it in? He's played it to the front. It's taken a deflection, I think, of Christensen, and Acosta can hold on to that one. Still 1-0. Yeah, I've just checked on the Club Brugge bench. They have Abubakar Bakayoko. That's why. We've got M. Bakayoko for us. It is Club Brugge coming with the ball. Jolson's going to run into a bit of space. Plays that through ball straight into the hands of the keeper. Brugge, so far, aren't playing very well, are they? Acosta kicks it over the halfway line, but it's coming back. It's going to come back once again, though. Montero playing as an inverted winger at the moment. Luis... down the right-hand side, needs to get that ball into the middle. There's 2 or 3 in the box. Gets another chance, plays it back to Juarez. And Alonso Juarez makes it 2-0 against Club Brugge. Are we going to get another trophy in the cabinet? Corner just before half-time. Christensen is there. And the young Swede heads just over the bar. Dinked the top of the bar and went over. We've got 5 minutes left of the first half. It's looking like we're going to go in at half-time with the lead. Juarez with another corner. Bakayoko's not going to get there. Juarez is going to get himself another chance. Runs into the area. Plays it across. Patino's shot is blocked. Luis, Bakayoko's there at the front post and Bakayoko makes it 3-0. Have we suddenly become the team that nobody can beat? We won in the last episode. We won 9-1. Was it 9? It was 9-1, wasn't it? In this episode, we're 3-0 up against Club Brugge. Now, I'm not going to say that we're going to score another 6 goals against Club Brugge, but another 3 in the second half certainly isn't out of the question. I am happy with how things are going. George Radakovic is not playing so hot at the moment. You're the only one. You weren't bad. I feel like there's more to come from you. I do want to try and look at bringing on some of the subs as well, because obviously this is technically still a bit of a pre-season friendly. Radakovic's head forward is only as far as Adley. Lopez, De Smet. He's gone across to Morcillo, invites Dumont into the area. Dumont goes for the opposite corner, makes it 3-1, literally 2 minutes into the second half. So Radakovic playing a 6.4 now. I think that might be his day done, just as another highlight begins. We're going to do... I didn't sort my subs bench out. I should have put old Sibusisa on there. Let's put La Rosa. Let's bring on Eliomar La Rosa. Swap you 2 round, because that's the way that we should be playing you anyway. Do we do Montero for Victor? Sure, Victor doesn't get a lot of football. So let's bring Victor on. We're going to see the throw before the subs take place. Jolson loses out to Luis, but Brugge still have the ball. Adley across to Lopez. They've got loads of space. Dumont on that right-hand side has acres of space, and he's in towards goal again, and he's done exactly the same thing. Their right-back has scored twice. It's 3-2. Do you think that's because we're playing Juarez as an inside forward, and on the other side we're playing as an inverted winger, so they're not getting in that position? Their right-back has got 2 goals. I mean, our right-back has 2 assists, but theirs is 2 goals. Patino with a corner for us, 70 minutes. Comes into the middle. It's a header clear. La Rosa needs to get there first. So there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on there. La Rosa, with this, he's going away from goal. Plays it all the way back to the keeper. Acosta, kick it long, please. Eventually gets it upfield. Not the best clearance, but does find a Rupel Boom shirt. Luis can run with it. Down the right-hand side. It needs some options. La Rosa is one of them. Across to Patino. It's not the best pass from the substitute. And now De Smet and Bruges have the numbers. Into the penalty area. De Smet goes for goal. Patino can get that clear. Antoi's going to hopefully get it clear a lot further and does. And Bakayoko, hold on, buddy. Bakayoko finds Faye. Are we going to just score straight from a counter-attack? No, we're not. Demont's stolen it. And the highlight ends and another one begins. Are we going to try and score from this one instead? Clinton Antwi, we've got 20 minutes. We are still in the lead at the moment. I don't know what happens if this is a draw. Whether it just ends as a draw, whether it goes to penalties. What's happened to our passing? It's just garbage. And Como's in on goal here. He's going to make it 3-3. That was, again, another goal that we seem to concede from just poor pass accuracy. We're just misplacing passes, setting them up for Club Brugge to score goals. It's 3-3. We have thrown this away if we lose this now. I mean, arguably I should probably do something as the manager to try and fix things. But we're going to just stick with what we know. Jose Luis crosses in. Juarez is there, heads over the bar. We've got 10 minutes left. Let's do ourselves another change. I don't know how many changes we can do. So we're going to bring on Talby for Faye. So Talby's going to get himself a debut. We're going to also try CO on for Gabbia. Are we allowed? We are allowed. Okay. So it is effectively a glorified friendly because we can keep doing as many subs as we want. Final few minutes of the game. Antwi with a free kick from the right-hand side, left-footed. It's towards La Rosa. It's gone over everybody. Talby's going to collect this. So the summer signing finds Christensen. Jose Luis. La Rosa tries to go for a first-time shot and it hits the defender. And now Club Brugge have cleared their lines. Sio needs to wake up and get this ball, please. Sio eventually gets that and plays it all the way back to Acosta, who we haven't seen take a free kick, which is kind of disappointing. There's still time. Victor's going to run from the right to the left-hand side. The Icelandic, I think international now. He might have one cap. He's going to keep going. Plays that ball through. Talby's there. Needs an option in the middle. Stops and goes back to Juarez. His shot finds the bottom corner. And Alonso Juarez may well have just won us the Super Cup. Right, with that goal, we're going to try and do another change. We're going to do Stedman for Patino. Okay, we can do that. Can we also do Piazza? Piazza can come on. We're going to take off Bakayoko. I mean, we may as well. I'm not going to do Torres because I feel like subbing our goalkeeper's a bit pointless. It is Club Brugge though with the ball. Demont crosses it in and Como's there. It's CO heading that ball clear. Hopefully, nothing happens now. 5 minutes of injury time. Acosta's on a 6.5. I don't know what he's done. Stedman's not going to get that. Lopez plays it forward. And Como on that left-hand side. They've got the numbers. CO kicks it straight into Nkomo and luckily gets away with it. And now, are we going to counter? Piazza's going to pick this one up. He's got Talby in the middle. Piazza's probably going to go alone. It's a wonderful tackle. It's not a tackle. That's a foul. That's a penalty. So, Juarez, can he get himself a hat-trick? He can get himself a hat-trick. Lovely. Right at the end of the game then. 5-3. Certainly was a bit of an entertaining match, wasn't it? We made it hard for ourselves with conceding 3 goals in the second half. But we also made it easy for ourselves with scoring 3 in the first. It's still not over. We've got 5 seconds left. Antwi to Piazza. It's now Matty Stedman. Plays it across. La Rosa's going to get a chance and La Rosa smashes that in for 6. What is happening to our team? What is genuinely going on with our team? If we could defend, we would just win this league by about, I don't know, February? Not going to lie, wasn't expecting to be picking this trophy up, but here we are. We have won the Super Cup, the Pro League Super Cup. We beat Club Brugge 6-3. I seriously hope this is a sign of things to come for the rest of the season, because if we can play like that, and arguably we want to be a little bit better defensively, but if we can play like that and score that amount of goals, I will be very, very happy. We lift the trophy, a 6-3 victory at home, question mark. I don't know whether it is at home. I feel like it is at home. We've won the Super Cup. Come on, Alonso. Come on, Alonso. Do your cartwheel. Goalkeepers love to do cartwheels. Here we go. There it is, number 13 with a lovely cartwheel and a bit of ticker tape as well. Rupel Boom win the Pro League Super Cup as we know. Galsa, or Galka maybe, is disappointed with a humbling defeat. Has he only just been appointed? I feel like he's brand new at the club. 2024. Nope, he's been there a while. Fair enough. So, yeah, we've picked up a little bit of money. Pierce leads Rupel Boom to glory. Also, Eden Hazard was left out of the training camp squad because I can only bring a certain amount of people, which also doesn't make sense for a training camp. Surely, I could just get another coach. I did mention before the match that we'd sold another player. It is Leonardo Cesar, who we signed in January. We've then shifted him on. He's gone to Heerenveen for about £500,000 in total, which is actually not a bad bit of business. Again, another player we brought in on a free. I don't think it was ever going to be good enough. He looked all right. He's got some reasonable attributes, but I don't think it was ever really going to work for us. Still only 20. We might actually have a sell-on in there as well. I'm not quite sure. And just to keep you up to date of other things that are going on, we have a couple of offers for Torres. A couple of offers. 2 offers. Anderlecht rejected the contract. He still might be going to Sheffield United. So yeah, Torres might be leaving. Seo's had some offers come in, permanent deals. I've just outright rejected them. Richard Gonzalez, a couple of loan deals. We've got some players who will be joining on free transfers at some point. This guy, actually, probably before the end of next episode. On the 21st of August, he's going to be joining this year. So he's going to be coming in. Charlie Patino had a £27 million offer. I completely forgot about that. £27 million offer from Brentford, and he rejected the contract because we're in the Champions League. That's silly money. If I just moved myself this way as well, there's a couple more players. You can see what I did over the summer is we went to South Africa, Sundowns in particular. 2 more players joining on free transfers. We know about Butakrit, maybe, because he's been on trial for basically the last 6 months, so he's still waiting to join permanently. He won't do that until next season, apparently. This season, however, we will be kicking off against Ghent, the team that we beat 9-1 at the end of last season. We are going to do that in the next episode, and probably Ostenda. I do need to find out, actually, when does the Champions League draw happen? I don't know why I had caps locks on for all of that. So, we are... It's a while yet, isn't it? We don't... Because we go straight in at the group stages. We're going in at this point. So, the draw takes place... On where do we find it? The 26th of August. Maybe we pick the next episode based on that? Maybe that's what we do? I mean, I feel like, no, we'll start there. We'll start there. Maybe next episode we're going to find out who's in our Champions League group. Maybe we won't. And maybe the episode after that we'll just jump straight in to a random match against a European giant. Well, I hope you like high-scoring matches, because I feel like that's going to be what's happening a lot this season, particularly in the Champions League when somebody puts 7 past us. We scored 6 today, conceded 3. We've won the Super Cup. The start of Season 8 is looking bright. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe button, stick all your comments down below, notification bells, all the fun, fancy YouTubey stuff, and I'll be back next time with Ghent and Ostenda and the start of our title defence of the Jupiler Pro League. See you next time.